The Who Would Win of the Week this week is the hash-slinging slasher from SpongeBob versus Swiper, the fox from Dora.
The hash slinging, the lash slinging, the flash slinging. Swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping.
Correct.
I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm leaning heavy towards the hash slinging slasher.
Sure, I mean he is a slasher.
No, this let's air our grievances right now. Andrew, I get what you're saying that the hash slinging slasher is a myth. But the hash-slinging slasher is the person that was in that episode, the little nerdy guy with the spatula. Dude. Yes, it is.
I know that that's the visual representation that like we are going to use for this graphic and stuff, but when talking about the hash-slinging slasher, it's the same fucking thing as if we're talking about Dracula.
No, it's not.
Of course
Dracula,
it is,
when
Matthew.
you see Dracula, he looks like Dracula.
And when you see the hash-slinging slasher...
That's who it is.
Right.
Exactly.
But before we realize that he's the nerd, he still has that shape. Like that's what your mind's eye perceives a slashing slasher.
But it's all fugazi.
Hash-slinging.
He's not actually a slasher.
Okay, so even if we don't know exactly what he looks like, what's the difference?
No, it would be different if we didn't know who he was.
But that guy's not the hash-slinging slasher.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, Matthew. That's the whole point of that episode.
No,
it's like, oh, no, it's the slashing slasher. And then it gets revealed, no, it's just a fucking dude.
No, that's the hash-slinging slasher.
No, it's not, Matthew. No, it's not. Because the hash-slinging slasher, what we know for a fact is that one of the things we know for sure about the hash-slinging slasher
we don't know for sure.
is that he has a spatula for a hand. That guy doesn't have a spatula for a hand. He's just holding it. So it makes it look like he's
said that
got
because
one.
it looked like he had it.
No, that's part of Squidward's whole lore for the hash-slinging slasher.
You and your fucking lore. You and your mythos.
What's the difference, dude? There's no difference between the hash-slinging slasher and Dracula for purposes of something like this.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense?
Then I'm taking Swiper. Because fuck your hash-slinging slasher.
No, dude.
This is a pander pick.
No, that's
fuck the hash-slinging slasher.
Hash-slinging slasher's got that dog in him, baby.
He's a bitch.
No, sir. No fucking way. He makes the walls ooze.
His mother
green
hates
slime.
him.
Oh, wait, they always do that. But, you know, he's chopping up people left and right, dude.
Dude, he's never chopped a thing.
He's making the lights flicker on and off.
The only thing he's ever chopped up is the crust off his
Swiper is a pussy.
Because he's a bitch. He cuts the skin off his
and
hot
you know
dog.
who would steal...
That's all he's cut up.
You know who would steal those crusts, those, and that hot dog skin is Swiper. Because he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, and he would eat that shit.
Yeah, he'd eat scraps.
Dude,
That's
I will
how
say
he's
the
living.
problem about Swiper is Swiper always gets caught.
Yeah, he's really bad
but
at swiping.
also, that could be because he's the only thief. Like, there's nobody else to blame. Oh, something's gone. It must have been Swiper. And he's always like, yeah, it was me.
That's really prejudiced.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, actually.
But,
That's
like, there's not another...
Dude, I don't know. Benny the Bull. I don't trust that guy.
What about Diego? Like, I bet you Swiper gets blamed for half a shit that Diego takes out of Dora's backpack.
Dude, Diego... Yeah, Swiper gets blamed when Diego smashes his uncle's ladder ball set.
Exactly. Yeah. Rightfully so, man. Listen, people are going to see how they want to see you, Andy. You just got to keep doing you. Do what makes you happy. And for Swiper, occasionally that's swiping shit. So if people are going to label him as the Swiper, guess what? He's fine living that way. He always ends up in jail, too, though. But then they just release him back into the streets.
I don't know if there's a... Well,
he ends up behind bars.
Is there a jail?
Dude, I swear I've seen Swiper
I don't think so. I think they just catch him, and he's like, oh, I'll give it back. Dude, you know who's the real goat of Dora? Is the angry old troll who lives under the bridge. That guy rules.
Images.
I'm the angry old troll who lives
maybe
under
I
the
made
bridge.
up that visual.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they have a jail
Dude,
in
I
the
feel
jungle.
like I've seen a good meme. Not funny at all.
That's funny.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I might have made up the jail. But there's like some... Dude, the Swiper from the animated Dora... freaky looking.
The live action one, you mean?
Yeah. Is that what he looks like?
I never saw him.
Or is that just like...
I don't know, because that kind of looks like Rocket Raccoon.
There's
Somebody
a
put
few
Swiper
pictures
filter
of
over Rocket
that.
Raccoon.
There's a few pictures of that exact thing, though.
That's probably it, then.
Look at this guy. That might be the same picture, just as a PNG. As a ping.
Yeah, that looks like Swiper.
Swiping or swiping, swiping or swiping,
But also Swiper, I'm going to say he doesn't really have any hands because he's always sneaking around. He's not a physical confrontation kind of guy.
Well, that's ultimately what's going to lead me to take the hash-slinging slasher.
Yeah.
If we're going strictly based on lore, because the thing is that all it takes to deter Swiper is you saying, Swiper no swiping, Swiper no swiping,
It's true.
Swiper no swiping, and then he doesn't swipe.
Yeah.
And like if that's all it takes, he's gonna have a hell of a run-in with the Slinging Slasher.
He's a real pushover,
yeah.
Swiper.
It doesn't take a lot to get for somebody who's named Swiper. It doesn't take a lot to get him not to swipe.
Damn, dude, that's so brutal.
Swiper, I'm coming at your fucking name.
Yeah, he's based his entire personality off this one thing
that
that
he's
sometimes he just doesn't do. He
yeah,
just-
yeah.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna take the Slinging
Oh, it's a
Slasher,
Slinging
especially if
Slasher
we're going strictly
all
off lore.
the way, dude.
As if he's really dicing.
Of course
and-
it is.
If he's really dicing.
He's slicing, he's dicing, he's
Yeah.
slinging that hash,
Yeah.
baby.
If things are as they seem, I wouldn't be taking the trash out. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. You got to be worried about that. Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash at 9.
Yeah, I forgot.
Is that
about
the same episode?
Of course it is.
Wow, look at that. Small world. That's got to be up there for all time, right?
I would say, yeah. Let's do.
No.
We probably don't have a ton of time, but let's
And
do,
I don't.
let's
That's
do
the
all
only one I
time.
know. Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob, sure.
Wait.
But you know
Wait.
the-
Time out. The Slinging Slasher.
Slinging Slasher.
2-0
100%.
sweep. Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week?